Hi, my name is Trevor and this is my channel The Musette. In this video I'm going to compare the difference between using a low trainer difficulty setting and a high or maximum trainer difficulty setting up the hill. Oh hell no, this is an FTP test hill and it's pretty hard. It's steep at the bottom, about 10%. There's a little bit of respite in the middle and then it climbs up again. So you can see in the video the two different images of me climbing up this with low resistance on the left and high resistance on the right. At the end of this video I'll present a table showing my impressions of both types of climb and basically what I'm going to use as a setting for 2025. I nearly forgot, didn't I? That would have been a wasted effort. Menu. Setting low. Hardware. Trainer difficulty. Okay, we're putting up to max. Oh boy. Never done this before. So we will rock you. 3, 2, 1. Come on. I can see my gears, that's okay. Okay, well, so we're off to a serious start, and the first thing you can note, I'm starting over geared on the right, using the high trainer difficulty setting. Basically, psychologically, I told myself this was going to be hard anyway, and used too high a gear, but we'll see how that turns out. This is the easy bit, oh God. On the left you can see a better style, lower gear and basically better cadence for climbing. You can compare the heart rates and the cadences on the two tables. Basically on the left the cadence is around about 70 RPM and on the right the cadence is about 55, less than 60. It's too high, it looks awful, and you start to ask yourself if the person on the right is going to make it all the way up to the top. Let's see. This is insane. Gear number 5. Okay. Difference is mainly psychological. I'm in the 5th. I only have 4 more gears. Speed of recovery coming up. At the middle there's a bit of respite. Section number 5 is where the road levels off and even actually dips down. And surprisingly, in this video, on the left using a lower difficulty, I actually managed to accelerate, speed up, and the heart rate went higher than in the one on the right, where it was typically, for the first half of this climb, 10 beats per minute higher. As I progress up the climb, the heart rate in both efforts tend to match with about 150 beats per minute at the top.
So this feels horrible, but I must have felt just as bad in the other two attempts. I want to give up. Hell. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah. Oh God. Come on. Take us round and down, please. Thank you.
Let's take a look at the results with a difficulty at 18% and compared to a difficulty at 100% maximum difficulty. Well, despite me using higher gearing than I should have, basically I got up the climb over 1.5 minutes faster than using the low setting. This isn't really because of the difference in the settings, it's also because I'm progressing with my strength and fitness and actually improved my FTP twice in the 12 days between these two tests. So the FTP in the first test was maximum at the time of 224. Then in the meantime I rode a race that I won on Z Racing I've won a race in ZRL, and my FTP raised to 230. And in this event, it went up to 236. So that's basically the difference. Gears used. So in the low difficulty, I was using gears between 14 to 16. This was adequate for the entire climb and kept me climbing at a decent cadence. However, on the maximum setting, I was using a wider range of gears. The 5 was actually too high for the steep sections. It should have been 4. I should have used gears 4, or perhaps even 3. I shall have to try this again sometime. Typical heart rate was up the climb for the lower difficulty. It was about 10 beats per minute lower. So it was 128 to 137 for most of the climb, maxing out at 150. Whereas with the difficulty, say at 100 or maximum, the heart rate was about 10 beats per minute higher, 138 to 142. The maximum at 153. Cadence. The low difficulty, 73 to 81 revs per minute, and 53 to 60 for the high resistance setting. That's totally my fault. I should have used a gear 4 or even 3. Feeling. Well, the impression for me was it was a good cadence on the easy setting, and I was way too overgeared on the second attempt. But it worked. I got up there a minute and a half faster. It wouldn't have worked if I'd been outdoors on a hot sunny day, or if it had been a much longer climb. Style marks. 8 out of 10 for the man on the left, 2 out of 10 for the man on the right. So for 2025, I'm going to try 25% resistance, and I am going to test 100% or maximum resistance at the radio tower in the coming weeks. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this interesting and useful. So basically, if you found this video interesting and useful, please drop a like. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to come back and see more tests like this or other adventures on Zwift, well, subscribe.